It meant more, you know, going to the Washington crossing, having everybody, the civilians out there watching us, crossing the boat, crossing the river. It was knowing that, you know, Washington and his men did that. It's rendering honors, you know, and preserve the tradition. It was physically demanding, like, especially for those guys who came in under like 240 because, you know, you're pushing. Then after that, you had to go to your mystery event. Then after that, go to the stress shoot. It was just like, you know, it was a lot. But like I said, and then you're doing it in the rain and in the cold. You're sweating, so it's not an easy task to say, okay, we want you guys to do this in the sun or in great weather, and then after that you guys can relax and have a cup of tea at the end. No, we want everything to be hard for you guys, and like that's what creates Warriors, which is why it's, you know, labeled the best warrior competition. Not that people control the weather here, I think they do, but you know, the fact that the weather is bad gives the conditions of saying now you can actually say I'm a warrior because I didn't do this at an easy task. I did it when it was hard, and other than the fact that they made it hard, you know, nature said, okay, we're going to make it even worse for you guys. So that alone is an accomplishment for everybody to say I did it up until this point of even coming to the board. So,
well, to be a part of it was definitely something special. You got to think about all the soldiers from way back then, almost over 200 years ago, crossing that river, and they had to do it when there was ice. It was definitely not far, but it was definitely a challenge fighting the current. It was just definitely a sight to see. It was nice out there, and it was a treat for us.
The thing that's amazing to me is you get a bunch of Army guys together anywhere that have never met, and within a few days everybody's joking around like they've known each other for years, which was definitely the case here. Even though it's a competition, everyone's been getting along and joking around. It's been an awesome time. Definitely one of the most challenging things I've done in the Army.
To disperse personnel. At that time, the tower will give the command to lock and clear all weapons. Last night, I'll transpose it onto the firing card, and both that sheet and the firing card will go back.
AI, sure the weapon is cleared. Once you've been cleared by the AI, secure your...
You don't want to keep your packets when you get up there. Cut it out. Okay, how you do it, what you do it. Yeah, they're doing all their stuff in another 20 minutes less.
glad I did this.
They're not. I can tell you right now, I know one of the craziest things I'm looking at it. The leadership has changed every time I do it. Okay, so just because you roll the donut doesn't mean you're out of here. I will keep your head up. Your motivation was awesome last night. Great this morning.
There's a little way where you can get a little lost, but we're not going to let that happen. There's going to be somebody
for any reason. Like Sergeant Major Sergeant Dean said, this is a timed event, 3 hours. Rucksack off, sit in place.
Lift, go.
Burn!
go, break.
You'll figure it out when you get there, okay? Sergeant Wise in the back, he's going to be your grader, assisted by Staff Sergeant Burrow. Does anybody have any questions as of now?